Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. Today I'm going to be trying out the Cab Cosmetics Loose Setting Powder. So this is a product that I got in my August 2022 Boxycharm base box. So that unboxing video is up here on YouTube if you haven't seen it yet. I have this in the shade Translucent. Perfect, that's what I would want. And I've tried out a few products from this brand, Cab Cosmetics. Some have been hits, some have been real misses. This is a celebrity makeup brand, I believe, but I'm not familiar with the celebrities who own this brand, created this brand, so that really has no persuasion over how I feel about the products. I do like that they are cruelty-free. And I will say, Kim Ariana Brielle is the names that it says on here. And I'm surprised by the price point. I think it's very pricey for the size of this setting powder, but we're gonna find out if the quality of it is really worth that price point because this retails for $30. And I'm going to test this out as setting my concealer, which is one of my go-to ways to use a setting powder, but also to just set the rest of my face, kind of mattify, tone down the shine, set the makeup. And I'm just going to quickly go ahead and apply my concealer. This is my daily concealer right now, the L'Oreal Infallible up to 24-hour full wear, full coverage concealer. So I'm very familiar with this concealer. I wear it almost every day. And every time I wear it, I do have to set it with a setting powder. So I know how this concealer is with setting powder, so I figured it would be a good one to test. And I always set this concealer with a setting powder because it does crease a bit in the lines on my under eyes. And a setting powder should prevent that creasing. Okay, so now that my concealer is ready to be set, let's apply some powder. So here is what it looks like and the size of it. Definitely seems like a mini version to me of a $30 setting powder. And let's see if the sifter comes out. Oh, good. It does have the little filter sifter here, but I actually prefer when I can take the full thing off, just like this. Then I don't have to tap off any excess and I can just use the exact amount. It does have a beige color to it. Maybe I'll just pick up a little from the cap here. Seeing how it looks. I mean, it looks nice. Blended out, translucent. I'm interested to see if it's going to look drying on the skin, because it does look a little drying on my hand, but I might just have a dry hand. But to prevent any more creasing, I'm going to go ahead and apply this the way I apply my under eye powder. So I just kind of blend out the creases on the under eye, and then I'm just going to dip my dampened sponge right into the powder like that. And apply it into those creases and try to prevent any more creasing. It's not brightening to the under eye. It's slightly darkened, the color on my under eye, which is a little bit of a bummer. So since I'm so fair and I have such dark under eye circles, I like to keep my under eyes as brightened as possible. And since this did add that little bit of beige yellow color to the under eye, already I know that I don't like this for my under eyes. But we'll continue on blending out the creases on this other eye and trying not to pick up too much. Just a light thin layer. It still is not brightening. And this is the translucent shade, so yeah, I don't love that on my under eyes. It does seem to be preventing creasing, so if this shade can work for your under eyes, then it can be fine. It does look drying, and it is adding texture now that I'm looking more closely at my under eyes. it's very enhancing to texture. It does look drying. It's very aging to my under eyes. Oh, I'm like staring at my under eyes up close in this mirror and I'm hating what I'm seeing. I'm about to turn 29 in just a couple days and this is making me feel very old. It makes my under eyes look so old. Not good. But for the fun of it, I'm going to go ahead and see how this would be on the rest of my face. Maybe this is not good for the under eyes, but maybe I can use it to just kind of set the face. It does seem pretty easy to blend, but it definitely is gonna cling to texture, to dryness, and it's not giving any sort of like smoothing effect. Where my skin was a little shiny, like on my cheek, you can see, it did mattify, but you can see the dryness. You can see like cakey, powdery texture, which is exactly what I do not want on my skin. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up a fluffy brush, try another technique on the other side of my face to set the powder. So let's see how this does. I mean, it gets rid of shine, but still it's not making it any less of a powdery finish on the face. And of course, like, I'm being very picky. You have to look way up close to see that powdery dry finish. But I'm so picky with my makeup, I want it to look really good up close. And this just is a bit too drying. And my cheeks aren't even super dry skin. Like, it's pretty normal skin, a little shiny if anything, and it's still looking a little dry and cakey there. I would rather it give like a blurring, smoothing, softening effect, and especially for $30, this is just not impressing me. Still no creasing on the under eyes, so it is good for that purpose. The color is just too off for me, and the dry texture enhancing is definitely not something I want. So I'm not gonna be using this powder as my daily setting powder. It's just also just very like standard, but not even up to what I would have expected from like a classic setting powder. I'm just definitely let down by this. But if you've tried it, definitely let me know how it works for you and your skin type, your skin tone, because this could work for certain skin tones, certain skin types, but I know for me, it's not working. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.